This is a colorful language warning. Parental guidance encouraged. Hey there, YouTube. This is Dan the Friendly Fat Guy. Have you ever had one of those days when you just are like, fuck it? Fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. That's just how you feel. Like every single thing happens that day that you don't want to. I had one of those days today. It started out pretty well, but then, holy crap, did it spiral out of control fast. We all have days sometimes where we feel that way and we feel like, we're just ready to give up. I sincerely was at the point, I wasn't, suicidal, but I was at the point where, I was going to take the clothes on my back, start walking, and as far as ways I could get, or start driving, and as far as ways I could get, I would just stop when I was there and I would figure it out. It's that feeling you get when you're ready to leave every commitment, everything that you hold dear, and completely go away just because it has been so awful and so bad that you had to deal with all this crap spewed onto you that you're just ready to go. Consequences be damned. We've all had those days, and like I said, I'm still wrapping one up right now. When you're a big guy, or if you have some sort of diagnosis or some sort of, quote unquote illness that is evident to people, meaning it's not something that you manage to cope with internally, it's something that has an external, tell, and something where they can see that there's a problem. Like with my coping mechanism of choice, which is not choice, but I've learned, I guess, the one that I use that has caused me to be, instead of the friendly skinny guy, the friendly fat guy. When you're one of those people like me, sometimes people don't like you. That's how it works. Whether they just see you and are disgusted, or they see you and, you represent something that they don't like, or maybe some big person sat on their lunchbox when they were a kid, or maybe they haven't eaten carbs in 12 years and you represent everything that they haven't been able to have, or Lord knows what it is. But there's always somebody who will not like you just because of how you are. Sometimes you just might be a regular old person and people still don't like you. There are people in the world that are not going to like you. And the hard part for me today is when you're in a fuck it mode, you don't want to think about the positive stuff because you're so angry, you're so frustrated, and you're so tired of these nasty ass people that you just want to walk away. Or come out swinging, but that's going to come out even worse. I've got people in my life who sometimes seem to be okay with me and sometimes don't. And the thing about it is we as individuals have to find a way to either deal with these people or excise these people, one of the two. Because the truth of it is that you cannot keep going on having day after day after day of fuck it's. It's just not going to work. Does that mean quit your job? No. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that for me either. But what it does mean is you can't let people walk all over you. You can't let people be mean to you just for the sake of being mean to you. And if somebody is going to stir up the shit, that means you need to stay high above, stay above reproach. Try to let the stuff that they sling at you fall off, and just remember that whatever issue they have, it is theirs and not yours. If it's something where you did something, you messed up, something like that, then that's fine. We all need to learn from our mistakes. But if somebody is slinging shit at you, no matter what it is, you don't need to take it. People can be respectful. They can help you learn things in a way that is not something that is going to stir everything up and make people frustrated and angry. People don't have to yell. They don't have to scream. They don't have to act like idiots. They can communicate like people. And so just remember out there, people, if you're having a day like I've had, if you're at the point where you're ready just to say fuck it and walk away, no matter what, just remember that there are good people in the world too. And for every asshole who is up in your face, there are 10 other people waiting in the wings who love you and care about you and who want you to be around. They might not be people you've seen for years. They could be, friends on Facebook that you used to go get lunch with in high school or whatever. But there are people that care about you. And if you stop and think about it, those people far outweigh the idiots that are in front of you. And you know what? Also, I will go as far as to say this. Sometimes people just stir things up to stir things up. And those people are people you don't need around. Whether you cut them out as best you can, you find something new that you'd be able to be in an environment where people like that aren't around. Do what you can to minimize involvement with people like that. But always remember that the people around you that you see every day, you want to do your best to maintain good relationships with. And if you feel like somebody's stirring the shit, well, try to minimize interactions with them, but don't hold people responsible for being upset over what other people say. Some people out there will try to do everything they can to get everybody on their side and mad at you. And, they'll throw out real stuff, fake stuff. They'll twist everything around to where it seems like you're just a total jackass. And at the end of the day, the only person that really knows you is you. So take solace in the fact that you are who you are. Remember to try to be as forgiving as possible to the people around you, because at the end of the day, they are going through the same thing you are. And if you've had a bad day, it's very likely that the people around you haven't had a great day either. Anyway, that's all I've got to say about it. I guess I do have one more thing. If you are thinking about walking away from everything that you have built, if you are thinking about giving the middle finger to your boss and leaving out and gonna go homeless and don't want to deal with everybody, get off the grid, unplug, cancel your phone, all this kind of crap, don't do it. It's gonna pass. Everything's gonna be okay. Take a deep breath, take stock of the good things in your life, forgive, and move forward. All right, guys, that's all for today. I apologize for a little bit of more colorful language than I usually use. I'm gonna make sure to put a little warning for the video for parental guidance is suggested due to language. But yeah, so I apologize, but I hope everybody gets a little bit out of what I have to say. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.